under hot soup. Eh, that has been coming all along and it is overdue. We must get our act together as Kenyan people and rescue this country once and for all. We have lived a life for a long time. It is about time we got our nation back and got it on the right track so that we secure the future of our children and our children's children. So, wherever you're joining us from, be the ambassador of the show. Push the show so that everybody gets access. This is where Kenyans speak and are freely to air what they think and feel about the whole situation. But more than that, we are looking for a better Kenya. We are looking for a just Kenya. We are looking for an even Kenya where every Kenyan will be free to be Kenyan and not apologize for the same. Thank you so much. I'm glad that we are all finding our space in here and talking freely. Karibu sana. I'm happy Mr. Guru is here. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Glad to see you. This thing is becoming hot.
You know, one thing that has come clear is that Mount Kenya region voted for Baba. I now understand why most of our people are quiet because they got a shock when the results were read. You know what was happening in our region, central Kenya, is that those who are to vote for Baba did not want many arguments with the hot hands of UDA. So they chose to keep quiet and express themselves at the booth. And therefore, I now understand why most people in central Kenya just went quiet after the results were read. Na hii maneno Bernard, watu wasichukue kama ni mzaha. Hii maneno itakuja kuwa ngumu kwa sababu it is so hurting for people to wake up and go and vote only for people to circumvent the will. I have seen Gachagua has called the Jubilee Mount Kenya MPs. Those are signs of panic. The other day he was dismissing them. Now you can see he's trying to work around and see if they can come on their side. I don't know what he was telling them. Perhaps he's talking of favors that they are likely to extend to them. But you see, those are not the people. The people, the democracy is domiciled in the hearts of the people. And therefore, it is something you cannot steal from them. So what is going to happen? We are waiting for Baba. And this time, he must be a serious man. If it is to come out and express ourselves, the Constitution gives us that leeway. And we are ready. He just needs to organize those who voted for him across the regions and tell them to congregate in the capitals where in the county capitals. If it is Kakamega, you know the town you visit. If it is Kisumu, you know where you visit. If it is Mombasa, if it is Embu, if it is Meru, so on and so forth. So that the truth can start being realized and that Kenyans express themselves in such a manner and so roundly that the world will not just, shut their eyes on what is happening. I've seen the ambassador of America is trying now to do shuttle diplomacy. Anaita Baba hapa, alafu njioni anakimbia upande ule mwingine kuona Gachiedha. So these kind of games are not acceptable. You'll be very surprised, Bernard. In Kiambu, Baba had more votes.
Yes, Mr. Guru, you're mute. Kiambu Baba had more votes.
Yes, he had more votes according to the statistics that are coming out. He had 400 and some 400,000. Well, the second man had 300 and something. So Kirinyaga, the same, almost the same. So what is now the case is a forensic audit that must be done. Servers this time must be opened Bernard. Hakuna lingine isipokuwa server sivunguliwe na ikisindi hata ya 2017 ifunguliwe. Wacha ukweli ujulikane na Wakenya ili demokrasia yetu izindi kukua, kwa sababu haiwezekani kwamba Bernard, mimi naamka natumia pesa yangu kwenda kupiga kura, alafu pumbafu fulani ameketi pahali kwa kompyuta to change those results. It is unacceptable. This time wacha kujiapisha baba ni he will be atachukua Bible apende asipende
Lazima kuwe na rais wetu tumechagua.
Atakula Bible. Atakula Bible.
Yes, this time he must swallow the whole Bible. Wacha ila ali swallow a few verses. This time it's all the Old and the New Testament together.
Atakula Bible wakati huu. Actually, let me tell you, Bernard, those figures are themselves very revealing because they indicate that Kenyans are very mature people. They gave Raila votes. This time, Mount Kenya voted for Baba. But the kind of theft that was done in central Kenya is unacceptable. And I can tell you that if Baba says this is it, that will be it. And those who are holding power or masquerading to be holding power right now, we'll soon find out how slippery the crowd will be. Because you see, our constitution in Bernard gives people a leeway, a very big leeway to express themselves. You know, there will be nothing like breaking the law. It's just expressing yourself. Picketing is part of it, and other constitutional means. So there are those who are saying, oh, the Supreme Court made a verdict. Yes, that is legal. But you see, this is a political issue, and political issues are solved politically. Political solutions are found in political problems have political solutions. So don't be cheated by anybody that we are trapped. No, we are not trapped. I think the seed that was planted by Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, the likes of George Anyona, Martin Shikuku, Koigu Amwere, Raila Odinga na wengineo, kina Gitopu Imanyara, that seed is still residing in the hearts of Kenyans. The right for self-determination, the right to choose the leadership that you want, cannot be taken away from Kenyans. And that is why I still strongly believe that Baba was just patient enough so that enough information is provided so that he doesn't act on what he cannot prove tomorrow. So I think he has been patient, just like Mother Karwa said. Some of the information was held back by the IBC. I understand today Chebukati rushed to the offices. I don't know whether he was going to rock off or what he was going to do there.
He forgot to switch off the server. He went to switch it off.
I understand they are also harassing the staff to find out who leaked the information. But all those are are actually wewe Bernard unatoka kwa community ambayo inapendelea kuku sana, na unajua kuku ikitaka kutaka mayai vile uteseka, akiwa kwanza haijajua pale itataka hiyo mayai. So that is the kind of behavior we are seeing right now. Itakuja kudhihirika hivi karibuni kwamba Wakenya si watu ya kuchezea. These are not times when you just, this is not Nyayo era. This is not Nyayo era. People have become more enlightened.
Let's allow the people to do the introduction, Oga.
To cross off my opening remarks, I can only say, you ain't seeing anything yet.
Thank you, Mr. Guru. We appreciate that. And things are boiling over at the IEBC. Whatever that has been hidden is coming out on the rooftop. This is the Kenya we've been looking forward to. We must be a country that thrives in what is right and not what is false. And hypocrisy must come to an end as far as the election of our leaders is concerned. I'll play a short video, then bring in Alex to make his opening remarks. Kenyans must awake to this. Tuache mchezo.
Stated clearly that the Mount Kenya region actually voted for Raila Amolo Odinga. And at that time, I said that he obtained a minimum of 40%. But when the elections were declared, many people thought that I did not know what I was saying. But the truth has been revealed by the whistleblower. And it has shocked many Kenyans, seeing that Raila Amolo Odinga obtained over 2.6 million votes in Mount Kenya region.
You're looking at him as like there's something there. Like you don't know him. How have you had enough time to get comfortable enough to be in a bad situation, look at him and find comfort? She just walked by.
Ruto must go! 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 Sorry! Ruto must go! 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 I told you! Ruto must go! I told you! Ruto must go! 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 Ruto must go!
Her son, I just need to talk to her.
Okay, thank you. Somebody's, please keep your mic mute until it's your time to speak. Let's stay within our standing orders. Those are Kenyans responding to the revelations coming from IEBC and how the elections of 2022 was handled. And the revelations are proving that the winner is not the one who was crowned. And so Kenyans want the right winner to be crowned and let the loser be given what is duly his. Alex, welcome.
Bernard, I want to tell my people here that every Friday I reward myself. When I work so hard, especially when I put more than 90 hours, I just don't go to the house without rewarding myself. I go somewhere, I buy my nice suit, I buy my nice tie, I buy my nice shoes, and I reward myself because I've worked hard. Nobody worked hard. It's me who worked hard. So right now I'm in a shop. I'm trying to buy myself something, but at the same time, I always log into the conversation of where we are going as a country. When we grew up, we were very timid. Like Dr. Cornel West, one of the most impassable, staggering figure in the world, always says that it's a milk toast. and I think people should Google that word, milk toast. We cannot just milk toast ourselves to a way that we accept illegal laws to become illegality, and then we just allow our children to live in the next generation as if we never existed. That's a bent hell no. When Jubilee comes yesterday and tells us who won the election, how he won the election, how much he's got, they were in power, it really pissed me off. I could not understand that you are in power, you tell her who won, how he won, how much he got, and then all of a sudden another person is installed to us like a monarchy. That was the departing for me from Kioni. I don't want to listen to Kioni anymore. It can't be that you have all the powers, everything, and then you come to tell us how you gave victory to somebody and you knew he did not win. How did he get inaugurated, Bernard? It's mind-boggling. Bernard, we never went to school for no reason. There are people in our villages who depend on us, Bernard. And the longer I live, I come to understand there are people, when you say something, they believe it. It is an eternal truth. Because you are a little bit exposed, you are a little bit educated. But how do we lie to our people? Somebody won an election. He got given the election. He stole the election. And we were in government. Within that, what transpired, Bernard? You know, I'm not getting it, Bernard. It's just mind-boggling.
But Alex, just before you go further, the dynamics of leadership are such that the greatest and most dangerous enemy is the one you have in your house, not the one outside your house. It's easier to fight the one outside your house trying to get in than to fight an enemy that is already in the house. What happened with this election is so dynamic that the people who are in power are also shocked that there was somebody inside their house who was not for what they were planning and working. Secondly, it would be irregular for Uhuru Kenyatta to abuse his power by trying to do what you are asking him to do without any evidence whatsoever. So we should not even get to the place of trying to apportion blame at this point in time. It's whatever information that has come forth, is it credible? And then this is not happening for the first time. Okay, we have been here 2007. Uhuru Kenyatta was not in power. Jubilee was not in power. To 2013, 2017. So this is a culture. And when it becomes a culture and somebody who is an opportunist, who knows how to take advantage of the situation, may get away with what he does. But when he's caught, the Bible says a thief, when he steals to feed himself, people will understand. But when he is caught, he will be made to pay 7 times. So there is stealing and there is being caught. When you're caught is when the consequences exhibit. So in my understanding here is Uhuru Kenyatta alizungukwa nyuma. Ni kama tu wewe uko na bodyguard wako ama secretary wako, then I pay your secretary to give me information about you that I can use to nail you when you're not aware. Then you come, you want to present yourself as if you are Mr. Right, when your secretary has given me personal information about you that I can use to nail you. And then when I begin to do those revelations, you get shocked. How did I get that kind of information? So I would that as we look into this, let's remain, understanding. Najua kuna ile, when you're in the seat of power and there's when you're looking at it from outside. It's different.
Bernard, we have no problem with that. But I think where it has reached, we need to investigate and know where we are going, because what we want is not a mirage, Bernard. We must actualize what we want, and once we have actualized it, we must make a decision where we are going to. There are elements who are cabals within us who knew what was happening. For us, we did a right front campaign whereby we did not want any connivance. And as Kenyans, we came out and we sold our agenda. We sold Martha Karua, we sold Raila. And people bought her, bought them, both of them. And I cannot say anything further than that. They like it on, let them go to the nearest political pulpit and the nearest pin drops. I'm a basketball, I'm a whatever it is, and kill themselves. Raila won this election, free and square. There is no question about that. Just like 2007, the people who lied to us in 2007 that he never won, now they are coming out. We know who won this election. But what we don't want is these shenanigans and cliches that are coming from the Orengos, from Kajwangs, from all these people from South Nyanza who are trying to legitimize that His Excellency, calling Ruto His Excellency. Fuck it, Bernard. I'll say it, and I'm not going to fetishize this. We are not going to call that person His Excellency. How? It's not going to happen. Our leaders have disappointed us, and we are not going to allow it, Bernard. We must create a movement right now that is serious to get us out of this dilemma that we are. We are not going to create a leadership that is going to legitimize somebody who stole election, broad daylight, alafu anatuambia right in the movement that hakuna serikali ingine mutangojea, hii ndio serikali. Bernard, that was hurting. Orengo speaking 14 times, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency cheered.
It's okay, Alex, take it easy, take it easy. It was an act. It was an acting now.
We don't want that acting. No, Bernard, wachana hii maneno ya kupembeleza hawa watu. We have the powers, and they must listen to the wisdom, conventional wisdom of the people who are hurting like me.
It's okay.
We were not here in Mutembei 24 hours for the last 8 months. We've lost people. We've lost Temba. We've lost Mama Selina. We've lost people. And because the way we are doing things.
Alex is okay. It's okay. Take it easy. We are in a very good position right now. But if we go the way you are going, we will lose everything.
Bernard, hold on. Bernard, let us think. No, hold on. Bernard, I'm not going to allow that scenario. Let me tell you, Bernard, here in Mutembei, there are people who are here who are waiting for results. And we must tell Baba right on his face, whatever happened on that weekend, we must rebut it so that we can go where we were to reclaim our victory. We are not going to go into that shenanigan. Baba must know that this time around, we are not going to joke around. We don't want a handshake with Ruto. That's nonsense.
There is no handshake. I don't think Baba is going for any handshake. But all in all, let us not lose let's not lose the ball. Okay, our eye must be on the ball. If we attend to every frog, wherever, every frog throwing a stone on every dog that is barking, we will lose the ball. So the best thing right now is how do we channel our energy into keeping the ball until we score completely. So
and that's where we depart with you, Bernard.
To remain
Bernard, let me. You see, Bernard, for a long time I've been giving you respect in regard to this issue, and we have been patient enough to see where we are coming from and where we are going to. And where we are going to, it looks like there's no strategy that is aligning with the common person in the ground. We have given these people enough time. They do not understand what we really want, Bernard. And we have come to a point whereby we must tell them the truth, even though our mouths shake. Bernard, it has not come overnight. It's because we have looked yonder. We have seen them, what they are doing. Orengo 14 times saying His Excellency. Nonsense. His Excellency what? Nonsense.
Okay, that's enough, Alex. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for sticking with us even as we continue with this conversation. I will just call upon each one of us for sobriety and focus. I have been in public leadership for a long time in the church world. And the greatest time when you need to slow down and think deeply is when you're in the middle of a crisis, especially when you are about to experience a looming victory. You can lose it on flimsy matters. And I keep giving this example. I think you've heard me say this. You remember our first historical deputy chief justice, Her Excellence Nancy Baraza. She got into the office, she served, and we are looking forward for her to become Chief Justice eventually. But what happened? She just went to the supermarket, made some police, whatever, watch man, oh, get woman.
That was
Okay, get woman.
Kwamboka, my cousin. Kwamboka brought her down.
Yeah. So that is exactly what I'm saying. You can be in the highest office and be brought down by the lowest office by you not managing a crisis properly. Where we are right now, we must channel our energy in one direction. And that energy is every Kenyan, the majority of Kenyans, needs to come out and follow the due process of us getting our victory back. And for that to happen, we need to provide leadership, not just to stir up people's spirit. We need to provide leadership. How do we provide leadership? The strategy that Alex is talking about needs to be laid down clearly. Like what Kaucho has started to do in the Bunge la Wananchi. That is a movement that is unstoppable, but it must be channeled. Because if everybody just left their house without any strategy, you'll be scattered, and that's the end of the story. We don't want to lose these on demos. We don't want to lose these on making noise. We must get our victory. And for us to get our victory, let's remain sober. Let's provide explanation, especially for those people in the interior, those who have been fed by UDA propaganda. They need to be sobered up and then be told that there is always an option. The Supreme Court is not final, especially when it gives a ruling using wrong information. If you adduce or submit wrong evidence, and then a case is ruled using wrong evidence, when the right evidence comes, that case should be overturned in view of the new evidence. So the aspect that UDA is pushing, that the train has left the station, the Supreme Court has pronounced itself, it is null and void. If the ruling was based on wrong information, the right information has come, let that ruling be reviewed. And for this matter, it is good for us to push and ensure that every Kenyan is on board. Tukiita watu kutoka nje, the whole of Kenya should be out. And that's how we're going to win this. But if you have some part of Kenya that is deceived, trying to prove otherwise, we may not get this, especially the Mount Kenya people. If they voted the way they voted, they must be the first one to come out. And when we just move, kumbuka sabasaba, those of you who are old enough, this country can come to a standstill if we insist on what is right. And those of you who want to justify what is wrong, you are welcome to do that. But we just group you together with thieves. Any supporter of a thief is a thief. Any supporter of evil is evil. Any supporter of corruption is corrupt. And those people belong to jail. They don't belong among sane people. Thank you very much. Let's keep moving. And please don't watch alone. Make sure you're inviting somebody to join into the discourse. This is Mutembei TV, Open Forum Political Discussion. We are live on Mutembei TV YouTube channel and Mutembei TV Facebook page. Yeah, I think, yes, Facebook page and Sound Candid Talk channel on YouTube. So whichever is comfortable for you, please follow. And we still urge you to subscribe to Sound Candid Talk channel, our small channel that is growing. We need it to get to 1,000 subscribers before Monday. So let's keep pushing and let's ensure that we do what is required. Rhoda, dakambili tafadhali. Let's observe time so that we don't keep many people on the queue. Thank you very much. Rhoda, uko ama vipi?
Niko hapa, nitaongea hapa kwa sababu macho yangu inalia, niko na shida na macho. I'm little bit allergy when it's like this. Na sina dawa ya kuweka macho, sasa inalia saa zingine. Sasa nataka kusema hivi, mi nasikia vile Alex anasema about Nyanza, reader of Nyanza. Those people, reality, after you could see the body language, it's not that they like Ruto for reality. It's force. Ni kuforce, ana force. Hawa wazee ati wampende ama wasahau. Walijua kura zuri tuliimbiwa. Mtu kama Orengo, he's very educated, he's very smart, ni mtu lawyer. Na wanikwanga kwa nini kwa koti. Yeah, unajua vile Ruto, unaona sasa kuna Wakenya wote, hakuna mtu ajui hii kura yetu ilibiwa. Only the foolish. Everybody know, even a 5-boy girl or boy know that. Vile watu walitoka hata Mount Kenya, walivote hata huko Kirinyaga. Nakwambia hata mkiona kampeni za, ukida huko kwa YouTube uone makampeni. Kirinyaga kulikuwa kumeja, hata watu wa Kirinyaga walikuwa wanapiga magoti. Oi, tafadhali Mungu tusaidie. Walikuwa na ria. Siku ile watu wazee, watu wa jamii ya ya Kirinyaga, watu wale wazee walikuwa wanapiga magoti, woi, have mercy on us, kwa sababu walikuwa wanasema kwa nini hatukiitikia mbeleni, na walivote. Ni watu wengi sana mimi najua walivote. Sasa hii watu wengi wamekuwa surprise, wamekuwa hate, watu wamekuwa na depression, watu wengine hata wa Mount Kenya wameshajiua vile wanaona vile vitu zinafanyika. Kwa sababu huyu jamaa alikuwa anaenda kufanya kampeni na kumanipulate. Hawa wote kina Musena Mudavadi, Waitangula, wote wakiwa Mount Kenya walikuwa na manipulate. They are very bad people. Sasa tulikuwa watu wa Mount Kenya si wajinga vile watu wanafikiri. Sisi ti wajinga, tuko very clever. Ni vile sisi tunakuanga wazee wetu kama shushu zetu walikuwa natufundisha kunyamaza. Lakini umesahau kina Matiba nyinyi. Mliona vile alipigana na Nyayo mpaka akakosa nini? Nyayo akamweka ugonjwa wa nini? Sijui ni ugonjwa stroke. Msicheze na Wakikuyu. Wakikuyu hatupangangu nini? Mashoro. Tunakuanga tunaangalia watu 18. Hata mimi mmeniona hapa. Mimi si wa kupakwa nini? I'm a very strong woman. I can fight with Ruto. Na hakuna pahali ananipa fight naye atanikiwa hapa. Kwa sababu nataka nipatie justice yangu. Alafu mimi nataka kusema leo nikasirika na Gachagua. Gachagua, please leave our former president. Former president is a son of Mama Gina, si bradhako, na ni mtoto wa late Jomo Kenyatta. Leave him alone. Uachane naye kabisa, si bradhako. Wewe ni mtoto wa Rigathi, huo ni wa Kenyatta. Hamjatoka tumbo moja, achana na yeye kabisa. Leave him alone. Na mimi nitakuwa na fightia, ukifanya kitu huru nitakuwa na fightia. I'll be always fight for my former president. My king is my life. There is no president whole world have been for a country maendeleo yetu tunampata saa hii. Whole world, whole Africa. There is no president whole Africa have bring for us in Kenya, whole Africa maendeleo vile tumepata na huru. Kila kitu tunaona ni Uhuru amejenga hiyo nchi. Alikuwa watu wengine, watu kama Museveni si amekuwa president 40 years. Nini amefanya nini? Si ameweza kufanya tu project hapa. Uhuru ni alikuwa kwa kwanza kuleta train hiyo Afrika maskasini na Afrika zote. Unaona? Na ndio maana walikuwa na by the way I start to notice there's a many people, especially readers of East Africa, like Museveni, they didn't like him. Because the way he was talking, the way he was behaved, they didn't like him. And that's why Museveni was very happy. Sasa Gachagua, leave our former president alone. Please. Leave him alone. Huyo ni mtu wa rate Jomo Kenyatta na muache, si brother ako. He's not your brother. Leave him.
The message is at home. Asante sana, Rhoda. Thank you. Let's keep moving. Everybody, please, let's keep inviting each other as we continue.
I'm sorry. I have to say something about that.
Who is talking? Alex. Order, please.
Okay. I'm only asking.
Order, please. Now, let's all get down to understanding what's happening here. There is a reason why we moderate this discussion. One is so that what we are doing is understandable by the viewers, especially those are the most critical people on this particular discussion. They need to get what is happening. So when you intercept, when somebody is giving a submission or making a recap, then you intercept in between. He has not finished what he's saying, and you want to say something in between. What you're creating is confusion, and we don't want that. The lifting of the hand remains a standing order, especially when you want to keep whatever point of order. Please, let's go back to observing those, because we shouldn't be here to be part of the problem. We need to be here as part of the solution. Thank you. So, as I was saying, as you watch, make sure that you are sharing so that you invite many people to watch. Okay? And those of you who haven't subscribed to Sound Candid Talk, the other channel, as we are streaming there, please make sure that you're subscribing. We want to get those 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I'm projecting by Monday we should have gotten there. So please, let's work towards that. And you can help me do that by just inviting people personally in your own crowd who love what we do here and can enjoy this kind of programming to be subscribers. So you just take that subscription link and give to them and tell them to subscribe. If everyone gave me 10 people, will be 4,000 subscribers and not 1,000 like we said. So please, let's do that. Thank you very much. Alex, what is it?
First of all, I want things in order. If people don't want to subscribe, don't beg them. Leave them. We are not here to beg people. That's the first rule. We are not beggars.
Alex, mimi nimekupatia nafasi ya kufanya ribati ile ulipaswa kufanya, tafadhali.
Sawa basi. Let me do that. Waibera, the other time you told us here you are going to be called a king in a chair, but whichever it was, we must look at things with all reasonability. We are not puppets here. When we come here, it's not like we don't have anything to do. We wake up at 4 a.m., we go to our normal jobs, later on we start doing other things, other gigs, because we understand that we must have a conversation. And one thing I must tell you, this issue saying leave Uhuru alone, we are not going to leave Uhuru alone. Uhuru made strategic mistakes that any president should not have made. And I have come here to give a classical example of Botswana, how Masisi took off the Kamas. And today the Kamas are in exile in South Africa. Anybody who doesn't know that history should go and look at it. 3 weeks ago, Kama, who was the president, his father was the president, he also became a president for 15 years. He was giving a live hits from South Africa, how Masisi got them from Vow and what he has done. Uhuru must take the responsibility of what happened to Kenya. He was the president. He had the presidential powers. He knew this guy had manipulated the system. He allowed it to happen. Don't come here to tell us that we must not talk about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. He messed up this country. He had all the opportunities. Me and Bernard spoke and we said, Chebukati hawezi kutushinda. Who is Chebukati? But we let Chebukati maneuvers because we had a weak president, a person who loved a drink more than the country. Usikuja hapa kutudanganya tusiongee juu ya Uhuru. Uhuru has messed us up. Uhuru understood who Ruto is for 10 years. When he woke up from his slumber, he told us, huyu jamaa ako hivi na hivi na hivi. He knew the person who wants to become a president by honest remix.
So when we speak about Uhuru, it's not because we want to, it's because Uhuru messed us up. He knew who Ruto was, and he let him. I'm so mad with that guy. We trusted him. We gave him the trust. We put him to a statement, but he disappointed our country.
Alex, the point is made. Thank you very much. But I think you are overstretching what Rhoda said. Rhoda addressed him herself to one Rigathi Gachagua. He did not say everybody. So please, let's not blow it out of proportion.
Rigathi Gachagua, what you want to say, we must put the blame on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. He has put us in this trajectory, and we want to get our...
Alex, no, don't go further. Thank you very much. Your point is made. Let it be. Let it rest there. We are in a bad place. We need to get out of that place. We will not get out of there by apportioning blame. We will get out of there by accepting responsibility. Thank you very much. Let's go quickly to Kenyan Chep 2.
Bernard, we are not apportioning blame to anybody. I want you to make it very clear. And I want our subscribers to understand. Hold on, Ben.
Kenyan Chep 2. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you. Who is this? Anyway, everybody is a Kenyan. I can see through my phone, they are very tiny prints. Otherwise, I'm good, and I'm happy that we are fighting for this, and we are going through. I think that is the Guru. There is
Rhoda, and there is anaitwa Mapema.
Mapema and Rhoda. Asanteni sana ndugu zangu. Naweza sema nashukuru Mungu tumeonana usiku wa leo. Leo niko huko kunaitwa Kalenjin, naitwa Cheptoo. Last time I think I called myself Mudhoni, but it was from Bere, not Daraka. It was Bere. I'm sorry, I want to correct myself because I want to go step by step. It was Bere. So today I am very happy woman wherever I am because we are getting there and we will get there slowly by slowly. And let's not get angry of anything. Let's not have any hindrance. Let's have a focus on what we are looking for, and we will get it. I'm very happy that things are coming up the right way. As I see somebody called Muturi, they are trying to say that Raila wanted to steal the election. And okay, then there were two thieves. Who would be called the thief now? If there were two thieves. The thief is the one who is caught. So you cannot blame the other thief. The other thief is free and acquittal. So the other one is in jail, is going to jail. So please, Mr. Ruto, try to be calm and listen to what Kenyans are saying. We are angry and we are happy right now because when things reveal themselves, it is a very good thing for the country. And I know even those Western countries, they will start backing up. They will back up. They will say, really, Kenyans are hot. They are really hot. We cannot touch them. And that is the way we'll go. I was listening to this lady called Kome. Really, I couldn't believe her words. She was saying that somebody saw affidavit, and that is a criminal. It's a crime to saw a falsifiable affidavit. What is she? You see, these people, they have found themselves in a corner and they want to fight us back. We are not giving in. We will fight them back. And Baba should go for the win, for the winning that he won, and he won big time. And these things, it is good that it's coming out from them, not even from Azimio. And before things go better, many will come out. And you will see them, some of them will start relating with us. And they will start saying, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. I want to be on your side. That is what is going to happen. Even if they will not come physically to you, you'll see their actions, their behavior will start matching with us. And that is the goodness of the country. Let's fight it. Let's be example in the continent of Africa that if you fight, you'll get it. The right thing is the right thing. And that is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting for somebody's win. We are fighting for our win. And in big margin, I can't believe it. 2 million, that's a lot of people denied their right. And plus what others that voted for the same number. Because 2 million is the overflowing number. Then plus the other people who is 6 million. That's a lot. Let's unite together. Let's not get angry, people. Let's be happy and try to focus. Let's not have any meandering information or mind, but just focus. And Raila should go for that, winning, and get to the seat, to the chair, and start working for Kenyans who are ready to work with him. We are happy today. Thank you, Bernard. That is all I wanted to say this time, and I'm still listening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much Kenyan Chepto, Mama Mary huyo akipeana maoni yake kuhusu masuala haya, na ni muhimu kila mmoja makinike. Wale wanasema Raila Odinga alikuwa anataka kuiba kura. Kama unaongoza na milioni 2, unahitaji kuiba? Ama yule anayekufuata na kitafuta hizo milioni 2 ndio anapaswa kuwa anaiba? Na kama alitaka kuiba na yule aliyeiba, kati ya hao wawili, who is the criminal? The one who actually stole or the one who wanted to steal? Let's tell each other the truth as Kenyan people. It is not who stole, who did not steal. We want IEBC to do their job, which is provide us the right leaders we voted for. From the fact that IEBC allowed itself to be compromised by waiver so that they gave us the wrong leader, it is where our bone of contention lies. So whether it was outside influence, inside influence, abroad influence, the fact that IEBC did not do what it was required to do by safeguarding the will and the voice of the people, that is where we must ensure that whatever the people said is what carries the day, not what Chebukati and team manufactured. Let's stay focused. Mapema, namna gani?
Hey, Bernard. Hey.
Yes.
Hata wewe ulienda mitini.
Mimi sikuenda mitini, nimekuwa hapa kila siku. Wewe ndio ulienda mitini, sijui Hustler Fund ilikufaa katika biashara.
Oi, my friend. Wacha nikwambie. Bernard, in fact, I like words to explain.
Yes.
Bana, mimi niliangalia limit yangu the same day ilikuwa 800. Na mimi stock yangu it's almost some million. Sasa nikashindwa hiyo 500 nitapeleka wapi? So, but all in all, mimi kwanza penye nimefikia. By the way, niliomba tu kujua kwanza Bernard. Nimefurahia kwanza umerudi leo nimekuona, alafu umeleta hii mjadala. Nilisikia kitu jana, nikaiangalia kwa TV. In fact, si kwa TV, niliona kwa simu. Alafu sikuelewa. Juu sikujua impact yake. Ukweli wa Mungu niko blind. So vile umenifika hapo umeanza kuongea, unajua nimesikia kama ni vitu inaguza roho yangu. So please, can you try to explain to me what will happen vile sasa wametable hiyo evidence ndio nianze kuchangia hapo.
Okay, one, we are in I would say uncharted water. Uncharted waters in the sense that as a country we have never been here before. Okay, we have been here many times, but not in the same scenario. Huwa tunaibiwa, ukweli unafichwa mpaka miaka 5 inapita. Lakini saa hii ukweli imetokezea mapema. Okay? So katika kudili na masuala kama haya, kuna vile constitution inasema na kuna vile wananchi wanasema. Like Mr. Guru amesema, this is more of a political problem than a legal problem. Okay? Although the legal fraternity played politics instead of them adjudicating to the case legally according to the evidence that was adduced. So in this kind of a scenario, all that is needed is to verify if it is proven beyond a shadow of doubt that actually the winner of this election is Raila Odinga and not William Ruto. Okay? Then William Ruto is unconstitutionally in office. Okay?
What?
Now, if it's
what?
Yes, now.
Bernard, umeiona kicheko ya kilio ya furaha. What are you telling me?
Take it easy. Unconstitutionally, because the constitution says the person who becomes president, okay, is the one who gets the majority of the votes. So if Raila Odinga got 8 million and William Ruto got 5 million, who got the majority?
Raila Amolo Odinga.
Then who should be president constitutionally?
Baba.
Bas. Then if that is the case, then the wrong president should vacate office, the right president to take over. Vile wanafanyaga kwa athletics. Kama ulikimbia mbio ukifanya doping, okay? Na ukapewa gold medal, ukakuja naye hapa hata tukakupatia murisiki. Ukiwa hapo airport, tukacheza tukakupatia kila kitu. Lakini wakikundua kwamba ulikuwa umemeza.
Dawa za kusisimua misuli.
Hiyo gold medal inachukuliwa na hela za zinapeana, ila alikuja number 2. You get that? So that is supposed to apply. But in the Kenyan situation, there is a scenario, there is a video I'll be playing later on that explains the scenario and what probably should take place. But the real thing ni hii kitu iko mikononi mwa wananchi wa Kenya. Hata sio Supreme Court sahi. Kama wa Kenya wata-insist wanataka rais wao na watoke wa picket wa demonstrate, they will get their president. But if they cower themselves in, stay in the house and tolerate the bad governance for 5 years, they will suffer. Hapo ndio tuko.
Mimi Bernard, kwanza nashindwa na ukweli wa Mungu mpaka sasa hivi. Mimi nimekuwa tu indoors, juu sijui ni nini ya kufanya, sijui nini ya kutenda. But I think Wakenya wamefeel for the first 3 months zenye jamaa amekuwa in office. Wamefeel and they have knew ni president gani alikuwa anatawala. Wamesikia na pia saizi mimi kitu tu ninaomba Raila wakati anatoka South Africa akuje angalia hii maneno and we are not to take it easy vile watu wanafikiria. Hii ujinga ya move on imeisha na wakati. Kwamba eti strain sijui imefanya nini, hiyo imeshaisha na wakati. Kama exactly kwamba maneno iko kwamba baba won the election vile wanasema na vile evidence inawekwa kwa meza, afadhali wenye wanakufa wakufe, wenye wanabaki kitu ikuwe right. La sivyo miaka nenda miaka rudi, mwenye atakuwa anatuongoza ni mwenye watu hawajachagua vile mimi ninajua. Sababu atakuwa anaenda anafanya 2-3 anaapishwa pale anasonga. Na nimeona rafiki yangu hapo huyu Alex ameteta sana juu ya Uhuru. Akasema Uhuru ndiye ametumia si maneno yote. But it's not a play game, but nikirudi tena niongee. Mimi to some extent naungana na yeye kwa sababu kama walikuwa wamegundua kwamba Chebukati anaanza kutucheza na alikuwa anafanya vitu hii chini ya mlango,